Hey YouTube, how we doing? It's January 22nd, 2019. This is my first video of the new year actually. I haven't made a video since probably October now. So I'm well overdue for a video. But you know, been really busy, and I know I really don't have much of an excuse for being so late on making a video. I just kinda stopped for a while, I guess. After all, I pretty much had no free time. So, and I'm recording with, well, a new to me camera, so I don't have to use my phone anymore, which is really nice. So, anyway, thanks for tuning in and sticking with me if you're watching this video. But anyway, today I am going to be working on the E4A Magneto that originally came off this tractor and isn't on it right now because I could never really get a decent spark out of it. But well, I don't remember if I told you this, but I got a since the old coil didn't have hardly any spark to it, I never really would have had a running tractor if I wouldn't have put a friend's F4 mag on the tractor. So that's still on there, and I decided it's time to get that back to him so I can get my E4A mag on there and you know, have it not look like an F20 with the fuel tank and all. But you know how that is. So I'm trying to think here. Those of you who have been here before know that this fall, I believe, I picked up an armature out of an E4A mag out at Strump's, my local, well, hour away junkyard for tractor parts, and it's a good coil. It is a good coil, but I ended up breaking off a bolt into that held the points in. It screws right into the armature, and I ended up breaking that bolt. And it's a long bolt. It's probably about that long, and it's skinny as heck. And I ended up breaking it off in that hole so far down that I just couldn't get to it, and that's where I've been standing for the longest time until a couple days ago. Actually, I ended up looking at a manual that I have. Like I reprinted a blue ribbon manual for magnetos, and I was kind of looking at it to see how I could get that armature apart, because I have two of them. The one I got from Strump's and then the one that originally came out of the Magneto. So I ended up taking both of them apart and swapping that top piece that had the broken pieces in it, the broken bolt in it, and I ended up swapping them, so now I have a really good coil again. And I had spark last time, it was in the mag, and I put it all back together, and I had an even better blue spark since I took it apart and cleaned up a couple things. So I'm really happy with that, and I've since then taken it all apart and I've cleaned it up a little bit, and now I guess I'm gonna try and show you how to put it all back together. And we'll see how smoothly this goes with the new camera and all, but hopefully it works. And I don't have a mount for this camera yet, so just kind of bear with me on trying to get things set. So without further ado, let's put this mag back together. Okay, so I have you set up now, and here's the outer shell of the mag, and as I'm putting this together, I'm going to be greasing and oiling up some bearings and such, and some bushings that have been well overdue for a change in that. You know, so I think we're going to start off with putting the armature and the coil back into the mag itself, which I'm going to go grab here. And here's the armature and the coil inside of it. And you see there's a bearing there, and that's the front there where the impulse screws into. So first off, I'm gonna pause the video so I can get some grease. Bear with me. Alright, we're back now, and I've got you guys set up. I have the mag body all cleaned out and stuff, and I have grease where I need it, and here's the coil and the armature, and that goes in this bottom section here. And let's see, this is the rotor, and these two pieces have to be assembled as a unit. I don't know if you can see that all too well, but these two pieces, there's a timing mark on the rotor and on the armature itself, showing what position that they line up at, and there they are. There's the positions I found. So now we just have to kind of finagle this into the mag body and try not to break anything. You know? So, oh shoot, I just moved the camera. Let me set this down. Let me put you guys back up. That's my bad. Okay. Now, we're going to try and get this in here. I'm trying to move around the camera, so that's why I'm kind of stuttering, I guess. Alright. So, okay. Let's see, this has to go in at an angle. Stick this in there first. And then we will find the keys on that side. Find the mark here, which is right there. And start to try and put that in there. I have to back this out a little bit. Sorry if my hands are getting in the way too. I don't plan on it, it just kind of happens. So we're going to push these in there. And try and get the marks to line up where we want them. I just lost my mark, I think. Oh, there it is. Okay. Back this out a little. See if I can. It always was a pain. Alright, so now they're lined up, and you just gotta kind of push them both into place without breaking anything. Kind of rotate around. Crap, I gotta pull it out now. Okay, come on. Tap it a little bit with a hammer. There we go. As long as those are in the correct spot, which they are, I'm going to rotate this thing. It's a pain. Just making sure they're in the right spot. Okay. And now push them in. And there's that. That's in there good. Coil and rotor are on there. I hope you saw that well, or I hope my hands weren't blocking everything. But let's see what goes on next, which would be this piece, which bolts these 3 screws. So I am going to get the screws from back behind you, because I have them on the same place where I'm mounting you. Okay. Trying not to mess anything up in the process. Okay. So, take my glove off for this part. Try not to mess anything up. There we go. That kind of got into place. Put these screws in. There, let's try that. This mag really is not very hard to take apart. It's fairly straightforward. And I like that in a mag. Put my glove back on. Grab my screwdriver. And drop my screwdriver. And then pick it up again and screw these in. Sorry if I'm blocking your view again. Can't really help it. Blocking your view again. Cinch these down nice and tight. We'll call that good. Alright, now. Alright, so the points go right in here, and the screw that holds the points goes right down in there. And I'm going to grab those real quick. Here are the points. Here's the screw. And you line these up and they go right into place. Because these points have a key in it. And that also has a key in it in there. If you can find the point where they match up. Which is right there-ish. You put the screw down in there. You cinch everything down. And I'm going to grab a wrench. Quarter-inch wrench. I guess it's not quarter-inch. I take it back. It's 5/16, I believe. Yep. 5/16 wrench. Kind of tighten that down a little bit. You know, I'm going to leave it at that. Don't want to go any further. So now, this should be able to turn fairly well. Since I've oiled or greased everything. So now, I'm going to put the back end of this on, which is this. It should just slide on there into the off position. Slide this, and that keeps in place. And this is your on-off switch, which functions like so. And we're going to go ahead and flip this around and put the front on here, which is the impulse, or the impulse coupler, I should say. And that lines up with a key. And it's there we go. It goes on there like that. And then I have a bolt in here that I'm going to screw on here also. Oh, the bolt came out. Take my glove off again. And just screw it down. Let's see if it'll screw on nice and easy. This nut's a little wrecked. I think that's on there straight. Looks like it. So, engage impulse, tighten down screw, or nut. Maybe it's not on the right. Oh, okay. Here, I'm going to get this on and I'll be right back. Alright, YouTube, there's the impulse, as you can see. And how this works is you flip down that lever, it catches in the groove, and I'm going to grab a screwdriver here and demonstrate. As you turn the tractor, it turns this and pulls it across. And you'll hear the click once it does. Let's see if I can get a click out of it. Maybe the sounds a little cold. Just hope it works. So now we're going to put the rotor cap on the back. And that's over here. Making sure all these, God, what do you call them? All these carbon brushes are free. That's it. Alright, so now I'm going to grab this little screw and I'm going to put this cap on the back here. See if I can get it. There we go. Like so. Oops. Sure didn't lose one of my brushes. Just hope none of them get stuck. It's my problem. Alright. On goes the cap. And goes one of the bolts. Nuts on the back. I don't know if you can see this, I haven't really looked at the camera. And the other bolt I actually snapped, so I'm gonna just, stick a zip tie in there for now to keep that shut until I get a bolt for that. It's probably not a smart thing to do, but just to get me by for now, I'll do it. So she is. Mag in her prime. Oh, and another thing, I need to put wherever that is and whatever that is in there. There used to be a brush on the end of this little bolt that goes in this hole, but it's not there anymore. I probably should replace that, but it still works nonetheless. Stick that boy in there. And we will also stick this little, I'm gonna guess this has something to do with grounding to the frame if need be. Since it's near the collector ring, we'll stick that in there. We'll come back with a screwdriver and a wrench and tighten these down. Put my gloves back on because it's hecka cold in here. Try and not get in your way. Okay, that's snug. I'll just grab the adjustment off this one. My stuff falls all over the place because I need to clean my shop. Alright. Tighten this down some. And the mag is finished. There's that. And well, let's throw the impact on her and see how she turns. Flawless. Alright. So now we can take this thing out to the tractor, take the F4 mag off, put the E4A mag on there, and we'll be good. So, there she is. Alright, so I'm going to gather some tools and some stuff, and I'm going to meet you out at the tractor since it's not in here anymore. So, I'll be back. Alright, well, so I ended up I've been out here working for a while. I got the F4 mag off, and you know, have the car lights on to kind of help me see, and E4A mag's over there, all my other parts are over there, and I have the engine at top dead compression already, top dead center. So now I'm going to try and get the mag on there in a timely fashion with you guys watching. So we'll see how I can battle that out. I just hope you can see. Oh God, how do I want to mount you here? Here, how about this? I'll see if I can move the car. Alright, hopefully you'll be able to see a little bit better. My camera is starting to kind of die, but actually I might shut the camera off so I can get this on there without my battery dying. But yeah, I guess I'll see it when I have it on. Alright YouTube, it is the day after I started this video, so it is the 23rd of January 2019, and we're going to finish what I started yesterday, and it's a heck of a lot nicer day. It's not spitting snow, it's not cloudy, it's not 12 degrees, it's a nice 35, 36 degrees, so we're going to go ahead and, last night, I haven't had the radiator on the tractor in a while. I ended up getting a new one from my local tractor dump for 50 bucks, and it's an F20 radiator, but it still works in a regular, and it's honestly in a lot better shape than mine was in. since mine had holes all over the tubes and everything. But this one still does have leaks. I've repaired all the leaks on the top, and I've tried repairing the leaks on the bottom, but the bottom just leaks like a sieve. Like, I can't plug up one of the holes that, or some of the cracks that are there on the bottom side, so I'm just gonna, you know, figure it out as I move along. But I do have it in the back of my truck right now, which is over here. So, well, it's a new to me radiator core at least, and I gotta get it put back up in the tractor so I can crank over the tractor itself, since the crank mechanism mounts to the bottom of the radiator tank, which is these 4 bolts. So we're gonna go ahead and do that and see if we can get this into place without us dying here. So I hope you can see me okay, but let's go ahead and do this. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and move this back there, and we'll start up the camera once we're back there. Alright. Since we got the tractor in the back shop again, and she sits over there. And there she is. I ended up getting the mag bolted already and the coupler changed here. I did that last night when it started getting dark, and you know, couldn't really see much with the camera, so I ended up just doing it to get done. And plus it was hecka cold last night, so we're gonna go ahead and back the truck up here, see if we can get the radiator in this thing. See if I can get you mounted. Good spot. Without you falling over like you always would with my phone. And I'm zooming in. I don't want to do that. Alright. Let me see. There. We'll try that. So now we're going to try and get that radiator out of the back of the truck. That's going to be fun. So I'm going to go ahead and move you and move some stuff over. Oh, frick. Okay. Yeah, we're going to leave that this way. And we're going to move the fan shroud there, and we're going to take that out and make sure the fan belt's on there, which it is. And we'll see if we can figure out a way to put this thing on here without killing everything. Alright, I'm out you on the truck now. See if I can get a good shot without getting the truck in the way. Nice if I had something to angle that with. Let's see. When in doubt, use a tree branch. Alright. Crank out of this sucker. And you just moved. Honestly, I think it'll be fine. It should be fine. Just gotta have you looking at least. Ah, that's good enough. Alright. Now we're gonna get this thing out of the truck and hopefully put it into the radiator. There's a mess of stuff we're putting in the tractor. I just hope I can do it on my own. Okay. Without further ado. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna swing around this way. I'm gonna set this back on the truck for a second, actually, to reposition myself. Flop the other direction. Okay. Whew. Goodness, this thing's heavy. If I can get it on here without ruining it. Crap, I need the fan shroud on here first. Ooh. That does not sound so good. Okay, so I'm going to try get it on like that, okay. As long as that doesn't fall over. Top and bottom. Oh goodness. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to take the radiator out and put this on there. I'm not willing to chance that. You know. And you can really blame me for that. I don't want the radiator to fall out while I'm doing this. Actually, I have something much better to do. That's exciting. Alright. Oh, I might want to go on the other way.